Imperfect. Hello, welcome. And McBoogieball, welcome back. Alright. So this giant puzzle piece, this panel is somehow connected to this. That looks like a puzzle, does. Looks like a puzzle. We'll keep going. The globe? That's the globe. So the direct opposite. Direct opposite. Right here. Somewhere around here. We are supposed to stick something in. Stick a pin. The corresponding pin. Okay, let's go find the pin. We don't have it right now. A battery. Some fishing nets. A crate! So again, we're supposed to smash the crates. Puzzle piece number 3. Cool, so one more to go before we can complete the panel. Alright, can we cross the bridge? It's a save the cross! Yeah, this is like a totally different island here. You know what? I think we should keep exploring this one first before we go across the bridge. Ooh, butterflies. What the game is about? It's about rescuing a family who are being held hostage by the pirates on this island. Just receive a message, an SOS message. That's why we're here, to help them out. Wooden planks. Alright, great. Again. The final puzzle piece, hopefully. Yes! Cool. We can complete the panel now. Can we go down? No. Oh, is this way blocked? No. Alright, up the ladder then. Can we go up? Yeah, the only way is up. Music. Alright, is it working? Power off. There's a keyhole there. So that means we need to find the key. And a giant puzzle door. Giant puzzle. Can I actually do this now? Yeah, it's locked. Because there's no power. Alright, we'll come back to this once we find the key. But right now, I'm going to go back to the panel and put all those jigsaw puzzles on. Hey, there's a lantern here. Can I grab the lantern? No. I wonder if this game will change to nighttime. Is there a cycle? A day-night cycle? That would be cool. Seeing all the lights on, and all the torches and stuff. Alright, running back all the way to that machine. Here we are! The final 2 jigsaw puzzle pieces. It's a sunset. Okay, so this panel is now on. Can we do something here? Is it on? Power is on, the battery is on. Press the button. The Enderpearl unlocks the globe! Cool! So we know about the direct opposite. Right opposite there. So it should be somewhere around here. Right at the bottom. Somewhere around this spot. Is that the spot? Not sure. Oh no, it's not it. Oh! We got a space to the right. Right here. I think that's the spot. It's like 1 increment below the equator. Now. There we go! And more reading! Oh man, too much reading, guys. Journal updated. And the key is probably for the puzzle on top of the mountain. Oh man. July 5th, 9 PM. Unpacking the boat and setting up camp all day, I had lots of time to think about antipodes. I finally understood that the ancients thought down was a fixed direction in the universe and had nothing to do with this, nothing to do with where the Earth was. For us, that direction happens to be towards the ground, but for anyone on the other side of the world, the direction would be away from the ground and they'd fall off. But if down instead meant towards the center of the Earth, then the antipodes wouldn't fall off. No matter where you were on the surface of a spherical Earth, the down direction for you would be towards the ground beneath your feet. Yep, because that's the direction of the center of the Earth. I asked Dad what he thought about redefining down like this. He said there was an ancient Greek philosopher named Anaximander who had done a similar thing. Interestingly, Anaximander believed the Earth was flat, but based on trajectories of the stars, he had come to the conclusion that there was empty space all around the flat Earth, so the Earth was freely floating in space at the center of the universe. It had no tendency to fall down because down meant towards the center of the universe. And the Earth was already at the center of the universe. It had no reason to move in any preferred direction. From there, any choice of direction to move along outwards from the center would be arbitrary. I told Dad that someone could have said the same thing for a spherical Earth. It's already at the center of the universe, so it can't fall down anymore. And antipodes on the surface wouldn't fall off either, since they would fall down towards the center of the universe. Dad agreed, and he said tomorrow was a good time to introduce me to Aristotle, one of the greatest of Greek philosophers. July 5th, 11:45 PM. I woke up a while ago and couldn't get back to sleep. Too much going on in my head. I went outside and found Dad on the porch looking through binoculars. It wasn't pitch black, not with the stars and the quarter moon just above the horizon, but it was still too dark to see much. When he noticed me, he said he thought he saw a light out to sea. He said it was nothing but seemed worried since I was awake. Dad said he'd tell me about Aristotle's physics, which people throughout Europe believed for almost 2,000 years, and how it was similar to me thinking today. Aristotle believed everything in the world around us was made of combinations of 4 elements: earth, water, heat, air, and fire, kind of like solids, liquids, gases, and heat, respectively. The natural tendency of the element, earth, was to fall toward the center of the universe. Water also falls, but not as fast as earth. which is why water, like an ocean, lies on top of Earth even though they are both heavy. Air is light element and wants to rise, which is why if you release air while underwater, it bubbles up. So air forms a blanket around Earth and water. Fire is the lightest and rises fastest, like how a flame goes up even if you hold a candle upside down. Aristotle said all natural motion was either towards the center of the universe or away from the center of the universe, up or down. This tendency of Earth causes its particles to arrange themselves symmetrically around the center of the universe. The ball that results is our planet Earth, and since the Earth is already at the center of the universe, it has no reason to move anymore, and so is stationary at the center. I pointed out a glaring problem. The sun, moon, and stars don't move toward or away from the center of the universe. They move in circles around and around from a point of view. That said, Aristotle believed heavenly bodies were made of a fifth element called ether. Anything made of ether is divine and moves in perfect circles, never stopping or changing its behavior. Aristotle said the universe had an inner terrestrial realm made of 4 elements and an outer celestial realm made of ether. Whew. I will have to think about this some more, but I'm sleepy. The middle of the night isn't the best time to exercise my brain. July 6th, 1 PM. The Wretched Islands are complicated. It's mostly 2 islands. Major and minor, but each is actually a cluster of little islands bits close together with treacherous cliffs and water between them. We are Wretched Minor, and Dad believes the Caribs built rope bridges to get around safely, but he is not sure he'll find any evidence to prove it after more than 3 centuries. The Army Corps of Engineers built their own bridges here for World War II. They are still here, but Mom says it'll take us days to repair them. And they are half concrete, half wooden, while the wooden half can pivot with hand crank. To retract like closing a drawbridge in case enemies attacked, and also to connect with different places. And also to connect, and overhead are what look like zip lines for fast travel. And maybe a way to retrieve fast in an emergency. That said, the army built outposts and a wretched major too, but it took a year with modern ships and equipment. There's no way primitive boats, or even one like ours, could land there because of the cliffs and the fast current and dangerous rocks around the coastline. But army records show they found larger ruins there, which Guillaume saw for himself when he shipwrecked on Wretched Major. How anyone centuries ago could get there from here to build anything is a big mystery that wants to solve. The mystery on my mind is Aristotle's physics. It seems to explain how things fall or rise, and also explain how the Earth could be round. Yet it says the Earth is sitting still at the center of the whole universe. I wish I could find some other direct evidence that proves the Earth is round without also leading me to such bizarre conclusions. What could it be? Oh, and that's the end for now. These entries are way too long. I think they should have split them in like 3s. Or even more parts. Alright, we have the key now. Let's go back to the panel. Let's do that puzzle now. Let's run all the way back to the mountaintop. Oh, my throat is dry from all the reading, guys. Alright, up the mountain we go. Okay. Yes. Is it working? The lights are on! Guys, the lights are on. It's puzzle time. Now, what am I trying to do? The journal entries. You gotta remember, the heaviest is supposed to be Earth. So to the heaviest, right in the middle, Earth, followed by water. Next is going to be air and fire, and finally ether, guys. That mysterious fifth element. Which I can't find. Where is the ether? It's not here. The moon? Is that the moon? Press. Yes! We did it! Cool. Oh man, more journal entries, are you kidding me? More reading now. Wow, too much reading. Too much reading. Journal updated. Wow. Alright, hold on here. Now we read the journal entries.